Hello viewers, this is Unicorn Days Tarot and I'm going to give a reading, and if you are drawn to this reading, hopefully it has a message for you that will help you in some way. Okay, so I'm going to draw the cards after I've shuffled them, and we'll see what we get for the day. Okay, so the first card we have here is the Tower. The second card is the Queen of Swords. The third card is the High Priestess. And the overriding card is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, when I look at the first card, the Tower, I get the word in my head, trials and tribulations. And the words, the walls come tumbling down, which obviously for those of you who understand the message of the Tower is that what you thought was once solid was built on shaky ground, and a lot of you have realised this now. And the understanding has come now that this situation had to change. I do get a fire here, which may be significant to some. Possibly fire sign, but the word fire. Now, what I find quite fortunate in the reading of this card is that for many of you, the walls came tumbling down in the past. There were significant life experiences, and I'm being told to say that there are many different situations here, not just relationships, but significant life events and changes that were forced upon you that you had no control over, which is the message obviously with the Tower. But what I feel with this Tower card now in the present is that this time I get the words fortune favours the brave. I feel that this Tower card is actually about a change for the better, so you can breathe a sigh of relief and no longer fearing the worst. And I'm drawn to the little unicorn that has the pink mane and tail, and it's as if this little unicorn, as he jumped from the tower that was struck by lightning, managed to pack a little suitcase. So it was planned, and this little unicorn was ready for it. And he's going down feet first in a very upright position, and he's going to land on his feet. Now, the little unicorn on the left hand side looks like he's going to crash land. And this little unicorn was a little bit conceited and was focused on themselves, was focused on power, was focused on control. And this little unicorn learnt a bit of a tough lesson. And it was that you can't control everything in your life, and specifically people. And this little unicorn is going to land in a heap at the bottom. He's going to pick himself up and dust himself off. But he needs to learn a little lesson. So he will do this, and the knock that he took in life will help him to grow and learn. But it may be at a more slow and steady pace than the little unicorn with the pink mane and tail, who was, the words in my head, ahead of the game, a little bit more ahead of the game, so a little bit more enlightened. So things are looking up. The next card is the Queen of Swords, which is an air sign card. So the air sign may be significant to you. And I get the words quick thinking, which kind of ties in with the little unicorn with the pink mane and tail. So I get the words having to think on your feet, having to make significant changes. The little unicorn here, the queen, is holding a sword, and they're clearing out the clutter, cutting out the dead wood, the things that are no longer necessary in life. I get the name Mark here, so I have to say it. And I'm drawn to the little butterflies beneath the throne, and the little unicorn wings, which remind me of a Pegasus, which to me signifies a lot of love. So I feel that you as a person are very protected by spirit and loved ones from the other side. And while you're making these life changes, you can see the bird in that beautiful pink sky just flying off, flying free. You're releasing yourself from burdens of the past and stepping into the new. And they're saying a message for some is be careful not to think too much, to be too much in your head that you forget your heart. So they're telling you not to close off, not to close your heart, not to shut it down. Don't wear it on your sleeve, you know, in a way that's going to be making you vulnerable. But just while you're making these decisions, not being hardened by them. I also get the message here that someone in authority will make a just and fair decision in your favour. So I hope that's a message that's significant for someone here as well. And then we go on to the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is telling me that many of you are actually very spiritual. You are readers, psychic readers, at varying stages. And I get the word spiritual rewards, and I get the words spiritual lessons. So it's if you are ascending to a higher level of learning, I hear. But this is almost like in an academic way, not you know, taking life lessons and knocks. It's like you're actually learning more. and gaining more clarity in what you wish to do. I get the words beauty and justice in this as well. So I feel that it is understanding more for those of you who are just working more towards a spiritual life, is that you're seeing more of the beauty in life, and you're understanding more about justice and deserving justice in your life, which is about fairness and knowing that you deserve fairness in your life. I'm drawn to the palm trees and Christmas decorations. So Christmas may be significant. Jingle bells in my head. And I get the words, your crowning glory. So I get the feeling that some of you are stepping into the spotlight here, which is a good thing. So if you feel that you're kind of being pushed into a situation that you're not quite sure about, I feel that it's to be embraced, because it's like you're coming out of your shell and you're beginning to be pushed into an area that will be good for you, whichever level that is, whether it's your relationships, your work, your career. You're being pushed into something good, so don't doubt it. Take your time, embrace it, is what I'm being told. Now, the overriding card here is the Ten of Pentacles, which is a lovely card, and it's all the words I get are heading in the right direction. And I'm drawn to an image which to me looks like an upside down house, and I get the feeling, you know, the words upside down, topsy-turvy, upside down, everything's upside down, topsy-turvy life, things all being a bit higgledy-piggledy are the words I'm getting here. And it took a while to get them upright, but they get upright, and then things move forward. So you're no longer in a spin. I get the name James with this card, and I'm drawn to the two little dogs in the foreground, and I get golf in my head, so that may be significant for some. But the little dogs are talking about loyalty and knowing where your loyalties lie, and beginning to realise who is loyal and who is not. And this is very much about heading towards a really happy future and prosperity. Now, prosperity, can mean many things to many people. Prosperity can be happy relationship, children, family life. Prosperity can be wanting to gain a comfortable financial situation so that you can have a more luxurious life. It's many things to many people, and it can be very simple, or it can be very expansive. But whatever your dream is, to you, it's your big dream. And this is talking about heading towards that, and that you are headed in the right direction. So it's saying, believe that this will come, because I feel that there is a change for the better for you. So, I get the word just now, Liam. So I'll end this with these cards here, and we will draw a final message from the unicorns. So I'm shuffling the cards now. And the message is flow. Now this came up in another reading and it's returned. So once again, it is backing up the reading that I gave before, that's asking you that whenever you feel anxious or stressed, to just surrender to the flow. As I said, focus on doing what you love to do and surrender the outcome. And the words "find an easier path forwards" are relating back to stress does nothing for us. And I often find that if something happens that just seems insurmountable, I actually laugh, because I laugh at the folly of it. And I think to myself, well, what's the point in stressing? It doesn't get me anywhere. And I just say, right, throw it up to the unicorns, you deal with it. Thank you. And then I just laugh. You know, there's the saying, isn't there? You can laugh or cry, or choose to laugh, no matter what. Maybe have a little cry and then laugh at the end of it. So just have trust and faith that solutions come, even when things look very bleak. But this reading isn't talking about things looking bleak, it's talking about things moving forward in a good way. So it's about just surrendering to the outcome, surrendering to the flow of life. And I like the fact that this little unicorn at the front here is flowing forward with the currents of the tide, and the unicorn in the background is heading towards them. So it's like your partner is heading towards you, a future partner's heading towards you, or the opportunities and the solutions are just heading towards you. It's a lovely, lovely depiction in the card. So I think that is all I need to say, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope it helped in some way. Goodbye.